The time has come. It is Halloween. Halloween, a time for ghouls and ghosts, skeletons and spookables, heffalumps and woozles, witches and bitches. You know, just that fairly comfortable time of year, just between the blazing heat of summer and the freezing cold of winter. Fall, and more specifically Halloween, has to be my favorite time of year. Everything about it, the weather, the atmosphere, the smells, and the festivities all pretty much sum up the season as something for me to look forward to and to feel sad about once it's passed. Plus, Halloween is the most passively nostalgic holiday to me. By passively, I mean I don't really think about it in my conscious mind from a day-to-day basis and reminisce about how it was back in my day. More like it just lies dormant in the back of my mind, just waiting for the right moment, and then it strikes. So, for this special occasion, I've decided to talk about a game that both fits with the spirit of Halloween and has a similar nostalgic property to me. MediEvil. Intentional typos aside, MediEvil is just an amazing game, and it holds a special place in my heart. I may not talk about it at all, or play it very frequently, but when I do, I just get this surge of nostalgic memories, and I have no idea how they got there. And I never think about it in my conscious mind. It's just passively nostalgic. And also, it's the first teen-rated game I ever played. You see that? We're getting serious up in here. Oh, it's just a scarecrow. Ooh, this is gonna be a doozy. What? It's October in Minnesota. It gets cold here pretty quick. I'm not scared. Fuck you.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, great hero of Galamir, slayer of dragons, vanquisher of legions, was killed pretty much immediately at the front of a zombie horde invasion led by the evil sorcerer Zarok. Fortescue's army continued to battle without him and eventually did away with Zarok. Or so everyone thought. 100 years passed, Zarok now in hiding with plans to strike again, cast a spell causing the dead to rise from the grave and fight in his army. However, this spell also awakens the long-dead hero, Daniel Fortescue, who makes it his mission to put an end to the evil Zarok once and for all.
Oh boy, I get to play a Skellyman! I can rip my arm off and throw it at stuff! Pretty badass, right? Nah, that's for chumps. It barely hurts your enemies and more or less just knocks them back a little bit. Go get yourself the small sword. Small sword? It's like as tall as he is. That's a small sword? Well, it's not the size that matters. It's how you use it. Shit! Wow! The controls are interesting, for lack of a better word. Jump is on the circle button, which takes me some getting used to. Primary attack is on X, which lets you do quicker slashes and jabs with your sword. And the secondary attack on square can be held to charge up a big powerful slash. And on top of that, your movements feel kind of odd. It's hard to explain. Just running in a broad direction and steering around in a wide open space feels fine, but small precise movements are difficult to not overshoot whether you're using the analog stick or the D-pad, which can be a big problem when you need to move around in a tight area with hazards close by. It's way too easy to accidentally walk into these giant shards of glass, no matter how hard you try to avoid them. But I'm not really gonna knock it much for this, because you do have a giant health bar, and the game is super generous with extra health, especially in the earlier levels. Oh, fuck! Okay, then. Main objective of each level is to reach the end of the level, killing zombies and solving puzzles along the way. Now, these puzzles are fairly straightforward in the earlier levels, such as finding a specific rune to unlock a gate, and slowly become more complicated and outlandish, such as finding and giving sheet music to an organ-playing skelly ghost. and later on repairing farm equipment and forging holy symbols. I'll admit, there were a few areas where I got stuck and needed a peek at a walkthrough. Personally, I don't really mind playing with a guide open if I need it for a one-off part, but some people might be annoyed at the obscurity of some of the later puzzles, but I'm a giant idiot. Most people probably won't need a guide. Probably. Okay. Okay. So anyway, once you kill enough of the enemies, 100% the chalice you get to go to the hero hall and talk to people who don't suck as much as you. And when you go there, you talk to a nice guy who gives you a crossbow. So you take it. You fucking take it because, if you need it, for the first boss, it's fucking you need it. So you take the crossbow and you thank the nice man and you leave the room awkwardly. Fuck. So when you get to the mausoleum, you better be careful, cause these monkey fuckers, they like to steal your shit. So you smash them with the fucking club. And now it's time to fight the boss, the stained glass demon of the mausoleum. So what you do is you get the crossbow and you win. I did it! I beat the game! I like to thank my mommy and Jesus and Satan and this guy. I could have never did it without you, buddy. I love you. Well, hey there everybody, thanks for watching me die of blood loss. If you thought that was funny, there's something dreadfully wrong with you. And you might get a kick out of my other reviews, like my Parappa the Rapper review over there on the left. And over on the right, you could check out DisFunction's Halloween video. He's super funny and great and deserves infinitely more subs than he has. And I have a cameo in his video. Yeah. And as always, be sure to like the Facebook and follow the Twitter, subscribe and leave a thumbs up and give me a comment.
Happy Halloween, everybody!